A boom boom.
Hey, it's Time Bomb. Today, I wanted to go over the creative skill stick controls. This is my how to do the dangles. I'm going to go over the Juke Move, the new through the legs control, the between the legs controls, how to shoot from those ones, the trick shots, what I call the two-touch or the tap Deeks, and the new one-hand variations a bit too. So I'm really going to get into everything and go over the controls here and show you what I've picked up so far. So let's get into it. First up, we got the Juke Move. Can I see some examples of it? I do it off the backhand with righties and lefties. Now all you do, you hold it out to your backhand with the right stick, press the left bumper, and very slightly move it up from 3 to maybe 2 o'clock. That even seems too far. It's just the slightest little move, and it'll trigger your player to do this little juke. So another move making its return from previous years is this little stride deke. The way that it's done this year is you have to release everything off the controller, then hit the left bumper, and then go to the same directions on the right and left sticks at the same time. So you're going to release, hit the left bumper, and then hit the sticks to the same side. Whether it be to the left or the right, that's the way that he's going to do the stride deke. I'm kind of trying to experiment with different directions, but I haven't quite figured out how those work. Keep it with those two for now. Datsyuk move is very simple to perform, and it's it's one of the new concepts of the creative skill stick, where you're going to click in on the right stick to trigger the move. Click on the right stick and then go down to 6 o'clock and then up to make your shot. I did this little backhand one with Saban that I'm not quite sure exactly what happened. I think he shot it off. I definitely clicked in and went that way, but I'm not sure if it actually triggered the move and did it backhand or not. But a little variation there. Now the trick shot, these little floaters, is based off the same mechanic, where you click in the right stick, then go down to 6 o'clock, but instead of releasing it up with your shot, you just press the right bumper and it'll send this little floater. Definitely mess up a human goalie. Building off that whole concept with clicking in on the right stick, we have the through the legs maneuvers now. Hold down the LB, click in on the right stick, and you'll go through the legs. Now from through the legs, that variation, you can do quite a few different things. Right trigger to pass, RB to saucer pass, or up on the right stick to shoot. So you have kind of 3 variations that you can do all from the same place. It seems like it confuses the AI a bit as well. Heard a lot of people complaining about how the through the legs deke has been moved, and I remember how it actually used to be in this position in years past of NHL, so it was kind of more like not learning this one, but remembering how I used to do it, and it slowly was like, oh yeah, it kind of came back to me. So the way to get a hold on it, I think, is to, when you're going to toe drag the puck, right on the left stick, press LB and go up on the right stick, LB and up on the right stick at the same time to kind of send the puck. So you're picking your variation by your direction with the left stick, and you're triggering the maneuver with your right stick. As I'm going into the toe drag, I'm picking my direction left, then I go up on the right stick as I hit LB, and he does it, that little kick puck to his right skate and then over to the left, because the left stick direction is what I had selected as I went up. Just like the through the legs deke has reverted to the old way that it was, it's brought back these dekes from previous years of NHL. What I used to call with my group of NHL friends the two-touch dekes, I've seen also referred to as the tap dekes. So I think two-touch is a good name for them because it represents what you're doing with the sticks. You're basically putting them in and then out, or out and then in, depending on the handedness or the move that you're doing. The move is effectively the same no matter which hand or way you're doing it. The only difference is if you're doing it from the forehand variation then goes to the backhand touch, then you're going to want to toe drag it. The backhand, you don't need to toe drag, and is a bit, I would say the backhand move is easier to trigger and to do the second touch and get the puck back, whereas the forehand move is a little tougher. The right stick is then to the right, and the left stick is then to the left. And then I switch those positions. That'll trigger the move. Once in the middle of the move, almost immediately, I hit back again on the right stick to the original starting point. So it's like the sticks just kind of go across and back. That's why I call it the two-touch, because there's two moves on the left and right sticks. Your directions switch, and then you cut back. It's the exact reverse when you're talking about the other move. Now, let's face it, the forehand move is, in my opinion, this is the sexiest move in the whole game. I think if you kind of shows that the skill gap is apparent when someone can do this move. You know they've spent some time to learn it. It's not an easy move, and it's not easy to pull off either. It's not a move, you kind of have to think about this move before you're like, I'm going to do this move. It just takes extra time to deliver. So, like I said earlier, the most important thing is to trigger this move off the forehand is to be toe dragging. You're going to be pressing in the toe drag position on the right stick, and then around 3 o'clock on the left stick. And then you're going to switch it so that the left stick goes all the way to the left at 9 o'clock, and the right stick is all the way at the right at 3 o'clock. And then once again, switch back and put to about 8 o'clock again, where the starting point was in the toe drag on the right stick. So it flicks back and forth between them. I think one of the funnest aspects of these new moves is having the one hand back. I always loved one hand moves and just being able to throw them randomly. So they've moved the control. It's actually similar to the Juke move, except when you have it held out on the backhand, you want to go all the way up to 12 o'clock on the right stick as you hit the left bumper, and that'll trigger the one-hand moves. Now, the different moves are triggered depending which direction you're hitting on the left stick as you hit up on the bumper from the backhand position. They also added this way to do the one-hand little windmill, where you are holding it out on your forehand, and then you just hit both bumpers, and it'll do this quick little one-hand move, which is most effective when you're in close against the goalie. Just getting him moving one way on the forehand, you tap those double bumpers, he tries to sneak it past him. It's a nice tuck. It's fun. It's a good addition for this year. Okay, I know we did a bunch of stuff in this video and talked a whole bunch of controls, so if you have any questions, comment below and I'll do my best to answer and explain, or if you have any additions, I'd love to get into those too. We're still figuring out the controls and they could change for the game, but I think this is a great start to really get a handle on everything. Thanks a lot. Hit that subscribe button. I've been Time Bomb, and that's my tip. Catch you later.